Hello, Views and Through here with a review of Deluxe Combiner Wars Dragstrip. Dragstrip being one of the original Stunticons combiner group made of automobiles, essentially. And he is a dragster race car sort of alt mode, which came out really nice. He has this nice maroon that really offsets the yellow. The bit of paint of the silver here and there and the black really just pop out, and the purple of the Decepticon logos. It's a really nice for being somewhat very simple. And this is my first real experience with Combiner Wars. And I think that what really sums up Combiner Wars is very simple but effective. Because from what I've seen, they all have very simple transformations. They do simple things, but they make it so effective. And so there's just a few little paint apps across the vehicle mode, which really just make it pop out. This maroon is also a paint app, but it blends in, and it's a really nice dragster mode. But this isn't the first Classics X-esque dragstrip Hasbro has made. They also did one that was that was a repaint of the Classics Mirage mold, and the Combiner Wars ends up being a bit bigger, and this has a lot more of a warm yellow to it. This is kind of a sickly pale yellow, and instead of maroon, it's a red color. And here is the original G1 dragstrip as comparison. There's an evolution of dragstrip through the ages. Let's get on to transformation. And his transformation is incredibly simple. You undo the arms here. You pull down the legs, spin them around. You unhook this, the front of it. You spin it around, and it'll peg into that peg there, like that. We come around here, lift the shoulders up, fold the hands out from under the arms, and split the legs apart, and epic head reveal. Da, 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 da. And there is Dragstrip in robot mode. And he has a very incredibly simple transformation as Transformers go, but he does it so effectively that he comes out a really nice looking robot mode. To go over the articulation, he has a ball joint in the shoulders, which gives him a nice range of movement. The ball joint is also on a hinge, so it can move around a bit. He has a swivel above the elbow, just a hinge at the elbow, which has a nice bit of range, and his hand can go in and out. Like that. The head, looking quite nice. He has one of the biggest chin straps I have seen on a Transformer. And it is also on a ball joint, and that ball joint is a bit elevated above the body, so it allows the head to have quite a bit of range. He can look up, he can look down. I really like that when a Transformer has good head articulation. He has a waist joint, and he has ball joints on the hip, so he has quite a nice range of motion at the hip. He has a swivel above the knee, and he has a knee joint that can't quite do 90 degrees, but it's pretty good. And there. So he makes good use of articulation. He has quite a nice bit of it. I should also mention that he's very solid feeling toy. Like, this plugs in and then there's just nothing too loose about him. He's very solid and very nice, and I really like that about him. And of course, he has to be really solid if he's going to be either a leg or an arm in a combined form, which he and the other Stunticons can do. One weird thing is that his knees come out really far from his legs, which if you look at them on their own, like, that can be a bit weird, but if you look at him from the complete package, like, I think he turns out all right. I do have a bit of trouble since he doesn't have too much of a heel, so you have to find the right balancing points for him. But otherwise he stands pretty decently. Also, if you look back here, I'll actually spin his waist around. He has this connector on his butt, essentially, and that seems like it can fit a nice stand for him to go into that Hasbro doesn't do, but they've been doing that quite a lot with a lot of their figures, so it's nice to see that transition over into the Combiner Wars line. And here he is next to the Mirage Dragstrip. And this Dragstrip at head height ends up being a bit taller, but the kibble on this one makes him taller. And I feel that this one is just far too Mirage-esque. And this one hits a lot of notes of being Dragstrip to me. There's not too many things that I would say invoke Dragstrip. But here is the original G1 toy of Dragstrip. So, at very least, he has the same color face as he should. A nice blue face, which is nice. And this one also has it. But this is a nice evolution of the design. Let's go over his accessories. First, he comes with this card. It's just a piece of cardboard, and it features a design more based off this design. Yeah, you can tell from the tires up there, and then the tires up there. Yeah, so that's fun. Thanks, Hasbro. He comes with this sword that he's able to hold and be all stabby. And he comes with this hunk of purple plastic that can transform onto its own. And that can, he has 2 peg holes on his shoulders, which are also there in car mode. And he can put that there, and it can blast things if you so desire him to do that. Anyway, that is Combiner Wars Dragstrip. And I wasn't looking too forward to Dragstrip. I did want to get all the Stunticons, so that's why I got Dragstrip, him being in the first wave. But he surprised me quite a bit, and I end up really liking this Dragstrip. He does a lot of things really well, and he's a very simple and solid toy, and that just pleases me so much to see. And I really look forward to what Combiner Wars will bring us this year. Anyway, this has been Severg and Views&Thrus. And thanks for watching, and keep on viewing. To his Insecticon brethren, Shrapnel, though I think he got a name change to Scrapnel.